Hello everybody, my name is Riku and welcome back to another video of the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to effectively farm Nidhogg first floor. The team is Valenti, King, Trader Meliodas, and Blue Fighter Bun. Valenti is on a triple defense set. As you can see, I do not have her Holy Relic. King, I do have his Holy Relic. His Holy Relic is going to be important for the basic stats, and I obviously have Brawler Bun, sorry, not Fighter Bun, have his Holy Relic. Valenti's on triple defense, the top two on the bottom two pieces aren't even hers, and in the middle I have Argia with resistant rolls. If you do not know, resistance scales off of defense. The more defense you have, the more resistance you will have. I am using the Freeze Immunity card set just so that I have more basic stats. This team is going to help you farm floor 1 to eventually get Freya's Holy Relic, so that then you can do it with a Goddess team. Personally, I do not have Freya's Holy Relic, as you just saw, so I'm going to be using this team until I get enough materials to get Freya's Holy Relic. Okay, so the biggest thing about this team is Ban cannot be hit whatsoever. So, unlike Skull and Hattie, you want to start off with the King's Shield. Don't worry, even on turn 1 they will do Patience, and as you can see my Valenti is only level 85, and I believe SA5 as well. So we're just going to slowly build up Trader Meliodas' passive. If you do not know what he does, he will be getting damage reduction every time you use two single target cards on one turn. So we're going to be wasting all of the Valenti cards. We do not want to use Ban cards until he's used his ultimate. You'll understand why as we progress. So another thing that you want is to always have at least one King card. Right now I can merge to get a level 2, but I am not going to. So never mind, I will. I think we need to make as much card space as possible. I am going to be, because I just realized that we need to get Trader Meliodas amplifies, and we do not have any single targets, so we have to unfortunately use a Ban card here, but that's fine. One ultimate gauge to ultimate gauge is okay, but you do not want to have more than 2 ult gauge orbs, and as I said, I'll explain it now. Okay, so as you can see, he's only hitting Patiences. This is fundamental because it's like the second turn or something. So this turn, he will be using his ultimate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use King and Trader Melee cards, because the rest of my cards are literally Bond cards. And basically the thing is that Nidhogg's ultimate is on phase 1. It is a detonate ultimate, so obviously we do not want Bun to get hit, so we want him to get patient, or just like directly not do damage. As you can see, he did damage onto Meliodas, Valenti, and Trader Meliodas. Sorry, King, Trader Meliodas, and Valenti, and he did not do any damage on Bun. So now we can go ham with all of our Bun cards, so I'll just be doing that, and get it out of the way. The more amplifier, the better. We do not really have to worry about him throwing his ultimate again this phase. So yeah, that is phase 1 done. It's basically like the Ban Patience team from Skull and Hearty, only that now we do not have a Nidhogg unit like we did with Dona. But this team is good just for farming floor 1 for like 15 weeks, because I believe that's the amount of time necessary to get the amount of materials needed for Freya's Holy Relic. And I do know that I'm posting this whilst all of the other demonic beasts are having the double drop, but I feel like it's important to tell you guys that yes, we do have double drops at the time of this video's uploading, but you should still waste your weekly ones if you haven't started the stuff already. you should, if you have this team, if you can make it, start and you have like a decent amount of box CC, etc, etc. Start with Nidhogg. You want to get Freya's Holy Relic as soon as possible, and if you have the Goddess team, just go for it. Okay, so a little FYI for Phase 2. Those grey stacks over there can only be removed by cancelled stances, stance removals, whatever you want to call it. Freya's rank 2, any single target attack with Freya's Holy Relic, or Trader Meliodas' ultimate. What they do is they reduce the damage taken by 20% per grey one, if I recall correctly. So, and I think it's only until he uses his ultimate or for a couple turns, I can't really remember at the top of my head right now. So what we want to do is waste the Trader Meliodas ultimate. As you can see, I am keeping the King ultimate just in case I do not pull a King card at some point, which is in my opinion the safest way. You're going to take longer, but that's exactly what I had with Skull and Hearty. You take longer, but it's safer. You can stall, and it's obviously safer. Like, King is the safest unit when it comes to demonic beasts. So, I'm just giving you that as a FYI. So, something that I do have to say that you should not be worrying about is he at some point puts up a counter. I believe it's on turn 3. I can't remember at the top of my head, but I believe it's on turn 3 or turn 4. And he will, I recommend attacking with King first. It does not matter if he takes damage, but he will still put up the shield after he's taken the damage, and then any attack that you do after putting up the King shield, you will patience. So there's that. I just have to throw it out there. You will always have patience as long as you have the King shield up. And luckily I've been getting like a King shield every turn. As you can see, we just patience this guy's ultimate. And as you can see right now, he does have the counter up. So I'm just going to be doing this, just like I said. I'm just going to show you exactly what I meant. And I'm going to be saving this level 3 Meliodas card. And you might be thinking, why are you saving a level 3 Meliodas card? Well, just in case you didn't know, in Phase 3 of, I believe, every single floor, I might be wrong here, he has a little bar on the side, you won't see it now, where you have to deplete that bar completely, and then you will be able to kill him. So, I think rank 1 skills do 3%, rank 2 does 10, rank 3 skills do 25%, and if it's 100, you obviously want to save as many rank 3 cards as possible. Ultimates also do 20%, it's like a rank 2 in this case. So you want to save as many level 3 cards as you possibly can to get that thing down as soon as possible. However, Trader Meliodas is a beast. He will do a lot of damage. So another thing that you have to keep in mind is, I believe this is only for floor 1, but I might be wrong. You do not want to drop Nidhogg below the 30% on Phase 3, mainly because he will then get, I think it's 2 stacks of 30% extra attack-related stats. I can't remember if it was that correctly. But he gets attack-related stats up. And if you know how Barn works, he reduces the damage, the attack-related stats, sorry, of anything. And obviously if he's going to be getting attack-related stats up, he will start doing damage to our shields, our barn, and it will basically mean that all of this was for nothing. However, we will be fine. If you know how to time it, you know how to time everything, you will be fine. So, as you can see, I've taken an extremely long amount of time on Phase 2, and that is because it's the setup. You want to use Phase 2, especially with this team, as the setup for next turn, and that is how you're going to be able to go on about it. So yeah, I just have to let you know. He has a counter up again. We're going to be doing the exact same thing of King first. It does not matter if he takes damage, he's the one character we can afford to take damage with. Oh, so we can with Trader Meliodas and Valenti, but I believe King is just the better one to sacrifice for this, because if we lose him, we just lose the shield. We do not lose the PS rate down, the attack related stats down, our DPS. As you can see here, he's going to be ignoring our crit defenses and crit resistances. So that is the bar that I was talking about. You can see it on the left side of the screen. And as I was saying, I'm just going to be going for as many level 2s as I possibly can. And I'm just going to waste this Valenti card in hopes that I can get a level 3 Meliodas card. And as you can see, the damage is abysmal, but that's good. We want the damage to be as abysmal right now. Saying if you do not have Valenti, there is a team without Valenti. However, I would not recommend using that team until you can get, until they give away a free Nidhoggr relic, or they release the Nidhogg unit, because the other team just requires too many stamina pots. I honestly do not like it, so I just have to say that. So we are using King here for obviously the basic stats and the shield, and obviously to do as much damage on the progress bar, just not as much damage on the thing as possible, on the actual boss. And since I didn't pull any Trader Meliodas cards, I'm just going to be using this. And here I'm going to show you what I mean, or something that can happen, but I have to say this anyway. Even if you kill him on the same turn that the okay, wait. If you do enough damage to kill him, at the same time they do enough damage for the bar to go down, the priority will go to the bar going down, because he has an invincibility grey buff. So I'm going to show this to you now. It could probably cuck the run, but let's go with it. So as you can see right here, I'm doing as much as possible to kill him and the bar at the same time. And as you can see, he still lived, and he got the regeneration rate, the attack related stats up, etc, etc. So that is something they should have in mind for any and all Nidhogg fights on phase 3. So please be wary of that. It's something you do not want to have. So now we can just easily kill it, but it was just to let you know that it's just not as easy as you may think of just like killing it at the same time. Well, that's pretty much all of it. Nidhogg is quite easy with this team. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like and subscribe, all the good stuff, and I'll see you all in the next video. Have a nice one, stay safe, peace.